Hey, so welcome back, and here's another Leetcode problem. So today we're going to do one called, let's see here, a monotonic array. All right, so, I didn't mean to hit explore. Let's go back. So this one is an easy level problem here. Let's see who asked this one. So Amazon, TikTok, and Facebook actually asked this a lot, so that's cool. But essentially, all that we have here is in a list called nums, and we want to output a Boolean. And so what that represents is whether or not it's considered a monotonic array. Is this array monotonic? So what that means, well, they give you this definition here, is there's two possibilities. It could be monotone increasing or monotone decreasing. All monotone increasing means is for every number, the number that comes after it is either greater than or equal to the current number. So basically for every previous number, it's going to be less than or equal to the current number. So that's one valid path. If it's monotone decreasing, all that means is okay, for every, previous number here, it's just going to be greater than or equal to it. It's just inverted, but you expect that pattern. So if it's monotone increasing, every single case after that should represent that. It should never decrease. So let's look at some examples. So 1, 2, 2, 3, that is true. That is monotone increasing because 1 is less than 2, 2 is equal to 2, which is valid because it has to be greater than or equal to, and then 2 is less than 3, so that's also valid, so it's always the same or increasing. This one's also true because that's monotone decreasing because you see it's always decreasing or it remains the same value. This one's false because it kind of goes up and then it goes down, and so that's not valid. It doesn't stick to one direction. All right, so how do we solve this? Well, before I go over the implementation, there's one case that they don't show you here, which is good to pick up, and that's going to be something like this. So 2, 2, 2, you can imagine a bunch of these, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then maybe 3, 4, 5. So the initial approach and why I'm showing you this is that when I was thinking about how to solve this, I was going to about that, okay, so with this, we see that 1, 2. And so you can imagine here that, okay, if I see that the first two numbers are increasing, I'm going to check for this whole array if it's always greater than or equal to. Well, that doesn't work because if they're the same numbers, the first two numbers, you don't know if it's going to be increasing or decreasing later on. One other thing also doesn't work is what you could also imagine is, okay, why don't I just check the first number and the last number, and if I see that it increases, then I'll check for the whole array, is it monotone increasing? That also doesn't work because if there's a 2 at the end, that doesn't work either. And so you have to basically evaluate when you finally see one instance of it increasing. And so to do that, I basically started, and just kind of how you would do it on paper and pencil, like in your head, is go from left to right here. And we're just going to iterate along here, and I'll just get rid of that 2. And so until we see that it's increasing, let's kind of continue to ignore them. But once we see that, finally, we see that it should be monotone increasing for the rest of the list, then basically for the remainder of the list, we're going to make sure that's always greater than or equal to the current number that follows it. All right, so that's it. I'll go ahead and do the implementation and we'll chat along while I implement it to try and clarify some things. Okay, so let's go ahead. And so what we want to do here is return some true or false statement. And so we're going to split this up into part 1 and part 2. And so part 1 is going to be about, okay, figuring out, is this increasing or is it monotone decreasing, okay? And the second part, part 2, is going to be, okay, for the remainder of this list, does it keep true to that constraint of if it's monotone increasing, the rest of it should always be increasing or equal, or the opposite. So is it valid or not? And so what we can really do here is just check, okay, is it invalid? And so if we reach the end of this without finding a reason for it to be valid, we will return true. Okay, so that's basically the blueprint. So let's go ahead and fill this in. So part one, what we want to figure out is if it's increasing or decreasing. So initially we'll say that false, it's not increasing, it's decreasing, but this will basically represent if it's a increasing monotonic or decreasing. And so what we want to do here is, you can imagine we'll just iterate through for every single number in this array. So for I in the range of basically 1 to the length of the numbers here. And so we can just say with each iteration, okay, if the number previous to this is not equal to the current number, then we found a case of, okay, we can now figure out if it's monotone increasing or decreasing here. And so with that, we can say, okay, we know that it is increasing if then its numbers at I minus 1, is less than this particular number, right? Because it's increasing. And then from this iteration, we just want to basically a break from here. But what we also want to be thinking of is, okay, we only want to kind of do this once. So to improve the average time complexity, we can just say, okay, because we don't want to kind of restart at the beginning, we can just kind of carry on from this point in the list onwards, okay? So we don't kind of restart. We can initially put our start to 0 here, but once we found the case of where it's at, we can now start or set the start to basically this particular index at I plus 1 here. All right, so that's pretty much it. So now let's go ahead and solve this. So let me just think for a second. So from this point on, we always want to make sure that it is valid. And so let me think. So we want to make sure that it's always greater than or equal to. So let's iterate through for every particular number in I in the range from basically our starting point to the end of this list. And so with each iteration, we want to see, okay, do we find a reason to find it invalid? So let's have an if statement that says, if this is true, then it's no longer valid. So how do we validate it? Well, it's going to be, okay, if we expect it to be increasing and the previous number is actually greater than our current number, then we know that it's actually decreasing when it should be increasing. So that is false. We would return false in that case. Or if it's not supposed to be increasing, and so we can say, or if it's not supposed to be increasing, and let me just think here, and we'll just also put this in brackets as well. So, or if it's not supposed to be increasing, and basically the opposite of that case where basically I minus 1 is actually less than, so it's now increasing when it shouldn't be, than the current number at I here. So let's try running that. Accepted and success. So essentially this runs in O of n time complexity, and then also for space complexity, that would also be, or that would be O of 1 or a constant space complexity, because we're not using any external data structures here. We're just dealing with the list that's given to us, and it doesn't increase with the as we increase the size of the list or grow with the size of the list. All right, so yeah, I hope this was pretty intuitive. I think the main challenge here, and why I think this should be a medium level question, is just this portion here of detecting that corner case of what if it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then like 3, 4, 5 or something. I think that's tricky, and they should show that in these possible examples, especially when they're saying it's an easy level question. So if you're hearing confused, no wonder why. I totally understand. But yeah, hope this helped a little bit, and good luck with the rest of your practice. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. All right, see ya.